Just stop.
No, it's over. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, bro.
It's over.
What do you think my nationality is?
Subhuman.
No.
You're gonna get bloated.
Yeah, that's gonna bloat max you.
Okay, it's okay.
Why is it okay?
Hi guys, how's it going? What's going on? How are you? I see you, bro. I see you. LooksMaxxers are a strange bunch, like really strange. They need to be stopped. They need to be stopped because one, they're misleading themselves and they're misleading others. And you know, the way I sort of view the world, I think everybody has a very, no, I don't think, I know that everybody has a very important part to play in this grand orchestra that we call life. And, you know, especially in these times where the times aren't so good, like we need real people with real skills, not just statues, okay? Like these guys, like they want to be statues, you know, they just want to be pretty bits of decoration. And you know, to be like a man and to be powerful, there's so many different avenues and ways of doing that. And actually, from like a completely selfish perspective, that these other avenues, like mastering a skill and then using that skill to add value to society, is actually a far more long-term and satisfying option than trying to become as pretty as possible. You know, if you guys watching this just are wise, and there's lots of wise people watching my videos, and I see you guys, I really appreciate you guys for real. And out of all the LooksMaxxers that there are, there's one LooksMaxxer which is standing out. And not because he's good looking, not because he's particularly good looking, but because of his attitude. And let me see here. This is how I do my research. My friends send me reels of LooksMaxxers, and I watch them and I think, fuck. Alright, here we go.
Just stop.
No, it's over. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, bro.
It's over.
What do you think my nationality is?
Subhuman.
No.
You're gonna get bloated.
Yeah, that's gonna bloat max you.
Okay, it's okay.
Why is it okay?
They're doing a great job. They sure do. They're doing a great job. Look at these beautiful.
It's called brutal.
It's so unhuman.
With
Anything you must got. Go take your little polo off and put on some real country boy clothes instead of looking like a little feminine sex.
Hello.
Even though they're kind of joking, I don't think they're really joking, but it's just like they're losing their human connection. That like they're losing like the ability to really connect to other human beings. And being social creatures, being social animals, as human beings, like it's like the most important thing that we need. And to be so cut off and to be like narcissistic like that, like it's really sad. It's sad. Like you could view it from the lens of like, oh fuck, this guy thinks he's the man. This guy thinks he's so cool. Or you could like look a little bit deeper and see the narcissism, and it's actually sad because, well, firstly, all narcissists actually really suffer. And narcissism is a response to deep childhood wounds as well. So like it's very likely that he suffers. And yeah, but also like I feel like this guy, he knows that LooksMaxxing is really fucking stupid. Like from what I've gathered, he's like the LooksMaxxing scientist. I think they're both like LooksMaxxing scientists, so they know everything about LooksMaxxing, how to be the most LooksMaxxed. And you know, at a certain point, because it's so shallow, you know, you need to make shocking content like this. Like you need to be slightly sociopathic and not care, because you need to like hold on to that. Because what else has he got? What other skills has he worked on other than LooksMaxxing? Probably not much. But the comments here are very telling, and like, thank goodness for the comments. Like what I'm saying, like things I'm saying, they're actually not that deep. Like they're pretty obvious. But it's only like kids like very naive people, and also people that don't have a lot going on in their lives. See, our lives are kind of like a temple, right? And inside this temple, we have pillars. And the pillars, you know, is what holds up our lives. So like, if we're very very skillful and we add lots of value, that's a pillar. Like say we're like a very good gardener, that's one pillar. Say we're a good leader, that's another pillar. Say that we have a good family foundation and good social support, that's another pillar which holds up our life. And if you're like a looksmaxxer and all that you have is like your looks, like a lot of young women feel like this too. And if all that you have is your looks, then you need to defend that pillar. You really need to defend that pillar, because that's what holds up your life. On a previous video, a looksmaxxer, like a looksmaxxing YouTuber, commented on my channel, and he was literally just insulted me off the bat. He tried to like challenge my ideas. He was very clearly wrong, and I looked at his channel. He's like a 32-year-old looksmaxxer, had multiple surgeries, and I realized that like we weren't just having a debate of ideas. It's like my ideas essentially critique his entire life and his life's work. When you spend like 10 years looksmaxxing, putting all this energy, money, and effort, and then someone like me comes along and says, hey, you know, you're probably wasting your time by looksmaxxing. Maybe, you know, obsessing over the way you look in the mirror like a narcissist is probably not that good. Like, people have to pipe up and say, no, it's good. And because, you know, they have to do that, or else they have to sit there and reflect, which can be very uncomfortable, but it needs to happen. Like, I keep on saying, like, narcissist. And guys, the story of Narcissus, I've already told, and the story of Narcissus is this. It's an old legend. It's a guy on a quest, a very beautiful guy. And in the legend, there's this beautiful woman, right? And Narcissus is walking, he's trying to follow the beautiful woman. And this beautiful woman, like, it represents life. It represents the quest of life and the greatness and the glory. But as he's walking, as he's following the woman, he sees a lake, a very reflective lake, and he looks into that lake. And he becomes so obsessed over his own beauty that he drowns in the lake, thus forgetting about, like, you know, the grand quest of life, forgetting about the beautiful woman, that he becomes so obsessed with himself that he drowns. And doesn't that perfectly encapsulate, like, the looksmaxxers I've been talking about? These horribly insecure looksmaxxers, you know, like, like, instead of, like, going on the quest to self-actualize, they fucking focus on one, like, attribute. Like, you know when you, like, play an RPG and, like, you got, like, strength, fucking endurance, dexterity? it's like they're putting it all in, like, the most they're not even putting it in the stat. Like, all they care about is just getting, like, the coolest armor, and then they take a selfie and quit the game. Yeah, okay. Fuck, I've been yapping. Man, I could literally, like, yap about this all day. Now, if we look at these comments, like, look at the comments, you know, of course the comments agree, because what I'm saying is facts, but this shit's so corny. And if we look at the replies, if we look at the replies, it's very funny. So like some people say, like, cope harder. And now let's have a look at the bro. Alright, man. Like, I've been... This guy says mogged. Like, he's trying to say, oh, bro, you're just mad. You just think it's corny because they're better looking than you. I've been getting comments like this as well. And, like, that's, okay, mogged. Alright, bro. Like, what the freak? Like, yeah, bro, it's like... this kid says, get mogged. Bro's looking like the fallen angel. Damn, bro. Yo, can I join the clan, bro? Can I join the clan? Surely, man. Like, these kids, they just want to be statues. Like, isn't there something better you could be doing? Like, I bet your parents need help around the house, bro. Go and clean the kitchen. Go and mow the lawns, bro. You know, go and learn a skill. Go and do something. Okay, guys, just watch. Just give me 1 more minute. I'm gonna leave you guys with a book, Psycho-Cybernetics. It was written by a plastic surgeon. This plastic surgeon would like make somebody really beautiful, and then all of a sudden their personality changes. They became all happy and amazing, and they became successful. And then this guy made another person beautiful, but this person, for some reason, still carried that ugly, unsuccessful personality. And he thought, and he kept on seeing like this kind of thing happen, and he thought, what's going on here? So his research, he found out that we have a thing called a self-image. And the self-image is essentially the underlying and subconscious beliefs we carry about ourselves. And so he sort of figured out what a successful personality is and how to change and cultivate a successful personality, you know. And, you know, this inner work is so much more fruitful than outer work. And like, I know this because I've lived as myself. Like, and especially like people, like, we all have an intuition, right? Like, we can all tell what other people are thinking. And all of these black pillars and looksmaxxers, they're often so like poorly socially calibrated and weird. Like they're literally like weirdos. That they really all just do the inner work. And yeah.